Hi everyone, I'm Bianca. Well, I'm 6 months pregnant and I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing this video for new mums who just aren't aware or aren't sure about what's going to happen to them. I'm wearing no cosmetics so that you can see how my skin and hair are. But like I say, if you're going to be sober for 6 months, anyone's going to look good. So I've got some little pictures of my baby. That's one of his scans. And I've got these other pictures that I found really quite spooky. That is a picture of his face, that's the nose and the eyes and the lips. But these ones are just of his lips. But he kind of looks like E.T. because of the shading over here, which we found quite funny. So yeah, sorry to laugh at you, baby. So I'm also going to show you some pictures of my tummy. So I'll do my best to show you my belly. That's it there. So, you know, no stretch marks as yet, but it has popped out in the last couple of weeks. And, excuse me, where are we? And that is it from the front. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. It's there, it's big, I'm pregnant. My 20th week, I had to go get an amniocentesis done at Auckland Hospital, and that's because my bloods came back with a bit of a high risk. As I'm an older mum, I'm 40 years old, and it's testing for Down syndrome. So I was a little bit apprehensive about that. I was really fearful of the needle. I'm not scared of needles, but this is a great big long needle and it's going into my stomach. So I was fearful of the needle going in and how much pain I would have to endure. I had to go back for 2 appointments because I wanted to get the dates correct. So when I did finally go in, I had a male doctor. He was fabulous, and basically lay back on the chair. They popped the needle in, felt it going in, but the needle's so fine and sharp that you hardly even feel it. Once it pierced through the skin, I didn't really feel anything after that. And what they were doing was they were getting some fluid around baby's head and just around the back of the neck, I think, to be exact, and pulling out the fluid. One of the things that they do look for is to make sure that the fluid is clear so that there's no blood in it, which means that they haven't pierced the baby. So that all went well. I couldn't exercise for the next couple of days because essentially I had a hole in my stomach, and they don't want you to do anything with your abs, even going for number 2s. You can't strain or anything like that. So we had to wait about 10 days for our results, and thankfully they came back positive. So our baby doesn't have Down syndrome. For me and my partner, we did discuss it beforehand. It would be too much of a burden for us to have a Down syndrome child. Now, most Down syndrome children are conceived and brought into the world, and they are conceived by younger parents that they don't do the screening for. Now, it may come across as selfish, but when I'm 80 years old, I would still have a 60-year-old child at home. Adult child, but I would still be caring for them as a child, and I love my life and I want my child to enhance mine and my partner's life, essentially not be a burden, and that was just a decision that we chose to make, and I'm sure that you and your partner will make also. So we got the all clear. That was great. At about 5 weeks, just before I went to the A-list, just after I went to the A-list ball, like literally the night of the A-list ball, I felt great. I swear to God, the next day on the Sunday, my stomach went boop, and I was like, oh, you've arrived, have you? I've been eating whatever I want. Don't tell my partner. I obviously am not going to eat things in the fridge that have been there for a couple of days, but if they've been opened straight away and I do the shopping, then I will eat them. I go to the gym 5 days a week still. I'm around about 75 kgs and I was 69 when I first got pregnant. I do Zumba twice a week, yoga, weights, and a bit of cardio on the machines. The Zumba is starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable in my 6 month. I have to strap my boobies in, and I have slowed down and stopped jumping around. So I'm going to give the gym maybe another week, and then I'm going to go to the aquatic centre and get a membership there. They have a gym also, so I'm going to do aqua jogging 3 times a week, where you put a foam belt around you and you literally run through the water. I did aqua jogging when I was in my 20s, living in Rotorua, and I dropped so much weight because it's 12 times more resistant than running, because you're running through the water. So I'm planning on doing the aqua jogging 3 times a week. They've got a yoga class, and I can still keep up my weight. So, and I did feel that part of my not having any problems with morning sickness was because I was working out so much. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I have had the odd headache here and there. I had a really bad migraine last week where I was actually in tears, and I had to go to bed. So my partner just looked after me. So, you know, talk to your midwife about those sort of things. My nose is really congested. As you progress in your pregnancy, I'm in the 2nd trimester, there's more blood flow, so you may experience blood noses. Mine has been a little bit of congestion with the blood mixed in with the congestion, and my partner's gotten used to hearing me going in the middle of the night, and I have tissues beside my bed and water beside my bed just in case. And my I have finally been getting a few little baby kicks in the last week or so, which I've really enjoyed. His Auntie Harmy put her hand on my tummy the other day, and he kicked straight away. And he also gave my partner Daryl a bit of a boot as well. They're not really hard kicks, they're quite gentle, but I do this game where when I know in the evening around 7 or 8, when I'm starting to relax, he's starting to wake up, and I will press my belly and then he'll kick back. So it's like a little game of Simon Says. And my partner said that while I was asleep, literally in the middle of the night, and I was asleep, that he could feel me pressing my tummy. So I don't know what I was doing. I might have just been playing a game with him. Last night I didn't get many kicks, so I started getting a little bit anxious, and I was like, hey baby, what's going on? Are you all right? But he'll give me the odd sort of, oh yeah, I'm here, and give me a boot. So try not to get too over anxious if you don't feel anything, because you go through a long period of feeling nothing, and then you're interacting with your baby. So it's been awesome so far. My tummy is actually super tight at the moment, the skin and everything. So I have been using bio oil on it. Now I have been rubbing it all over my breasts and all over my tummy, and I've got feedback from other people that around the back of the waist also. It just depends on where you feel that you're putting on weight or stretching, and other mums have told me that they've also put it on their thighs. So if you aren't exercising and you have noticed you've put on weight, you need to put the bio oil on where you are putting on weight. Also, I had some feedback from some good friends of mine regarding when I had my miscarriage. They said that you didn't have to go in for the operation afterwards. So, you know, each to their own. I'm just giving my experience of my miscarriage and the situation and the options that you're able to use if you're in the hospital. Obviously, if you're at home, I'm sure that your body will pass it easily. I had that option, and it was my first time, so I did it. Wanted to start repairing quickly and get home. So what we're going to do, we are going to have a competition for some bio oil, and we're also going to give you a Migun Massage gift voucher, and that is for a spinal decompression. Love this place. I'm actually going in there in a couple of weeks to have a priggy massage. I don't have a clue what that involves. They just were like, hey, you're coming in for a massage, do you want a pregnancy massage? And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I expect that it will be around the belly and I'll be lying on my side so they can do my back. So yeah, try to take full advantage of your pregnancy. I've been pulling silly little jokes like I'll yell out to my partner when I'm drying myself in the shower, babe, can you come and dry my feet? I can't reach them. So, you know, have a bit of sense of humour about it all. I think that's about it, guys, and I will see you later on. Remember to like this video. If you want to win the competition, like my media makeup page or share the post, and I will catch up with you in the next month and we'll see how much bigger I have gotten then. Ka kite anō.